What's up, in our game? You already know what it is. I am back with another reaction. Anyways, I'm back with another reaction. That's lit. That's lit. That's lit. Oh man, I really gotta go back to this old video I did saying. I forgot what it was. But gang gang. So I'm reacting to Spicy Management exclusive interview. She breaks her silence. She breaks her silence and brings receipts. So gang gang, we just finna get into this. So make sure there's quality. Yep, let's go.
Your boy Clarence, I just hit a mill. Facts. You feel me? Doing big things to go get your royalty merch. Facts. Nick came and blessed us. Yo, go get your spicy merch, bro.
That's the manager in the back.
You can't ask it. You heard? We can't ask it.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Nick G, the host, and today I'm coming back with something different. Welcome to all the new people, because I know this video is definitely going to bring a lot of new traffic. I am the spicy mentor. No, I'm playing. I am a friend of the Spicy Gang. I'm here to address a couple things because I was a little bothered by some of the videos that have come out recently. We're going to address these issues, and the only way I feel like these issues can be addressed is through the manager of the Spicy Gang. Everybody has said their piece who had anything to do with the Spicy V-Day. People have made accusations of these people being scammers, you know, pretty much just call them thieves, you know, thieves and just really attacking their character. So since we haven't heard from the manager who pretty much put this thing together, I think we should know what really happened on her end as well. So it's two sides to a story, and then there's the truth. So you got one person who has their own story, the second person who has their story, and then there's the truth. So we just gonna see what the manager has to say. She's gonna go play by play. I'm gonna ask her questions. She does not want to be on camera, but as you guys can see, I'm at Clarence NYC's house, and the manager is, you guys will be able to hear her voice. So how you doing, spicy manager? I'm good. I'm good. What is your name? Lee. Okay. And when was Spicy V-Day?
February 14th. Originally scheduled for the 17th, and then we discussed it, and it was moved to the 14th for Valentine's Day.
Yo, chill. Sorry guys, I'm back.
Okay. What city and state was this in?
Orlando, Florida.
Okay. Now, what I would like to know, because I am a promoter as well, and as a promoter, you have certain guidelines that you have to go by. Number one, you have to pay the entertainer half deposit down, and when they get to the event, you have to pay them the back end before they go into the club or anything. Before they do anything, you have to have them their money. Okay? Also, it is the promoter's job to promote this party. The promoter has to promote the party, point blank, period. If it's not in the contract for the entertainer to promote, they don't have to promote at all. So before anybody does anything, a contract needs to be written up. So they need to let the entertainer know what they need to do. So with that being said, before anything happened and you guys discussed having this event, what were the conversations of the party in general? What you guys had to bring, what you guys had to do, how much you had to pay before you got there, you know, things like that. I just kind of want to run down that.
All right, so I was reached out. Who reached out? I think her name was Jessica. It was the girl on the Spicy V-Day Live, right? Okay. So she emailed inquiring about Clarence. That part that she said was true. Then she emailed me again saying, okay, would it be okay with Clarence if we book Queen on the same day? So that part is true as well. And I talked to Clarence, and he said he didn't mind. And then I proceeded to ask her, do you have a way of reaching out to Queen? Because I know, because Queen was here, that Queen doesn't really answer her emails. She doesn't do bookings. She's never done it. And so I asked the promoter. The promoter said, I've been trying to reach out to her, but I haven't had any success. I said, would you like me to reach out to Queen? She said yes, and I did. Okay. Came back. I said, look, I talked to Queen. She's willing to do it. Have a booking with with Clarence, they asked me how much. I said 10,000.
Okay.
Okay. So as a promoter, you know, it's what I want.
Absolutely. That is your price.
It doesn't make it a scam. No, it's what I want.
What the entertainer tells the promoter is their price, and that's what they feel they deserve. Not only that, you have to pay for travel, you have to pay for your housing, you have to pay for your transportation, you have to pay for your food, you have to pay for all of that. So this is not just, hey, give me 10,000. That 10,000 already gets cut in half off of expenses due to you just coming to the event. Okay.
Because we don't live in Orlando.
And you don't live in Orlando.
Okay. So I said 10,000 all in. You know you could get paid two ways, right? It could be all in, or it could be the booking fee plus travel plus hotel plus ground transportation.
So you did not tell them that you wanted 10,000 plus room.
No,
plus
it was 10,000 all in. You pay us 10,000.
Okay.
We'll take care of all the expenses because for their safety, I don't want them to know where we're staying.
Right.
When we're getting in.
Right.
Wait a minute. Did she already pull up with the seats? Like.
What time?
Right.
Because I mean they're quite popular. They have a large platform, and I want to make sure my client's safety are my number one priority at all times.
Okay, so you cared about the safety because you didn't want anything to happen to your clients.
Correct.
Via being in Florida, you never been there and things like that.
Right.
Okay, so you decided to get your own housing.
I made it clear.
Transportation.
10,000 all in.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. So, as a promoter, normally, when I've done parties as well, when you're booking somebody, and you ask them what their price is, most people say their price, and then you also have to pay for 2 flights. You have to pay for 2 rooms, you have to pay for transportation, and you also have to feed them in most cases. You have to make sure they have bottles at the club, which is way more money. So if you told them that you only wanted 10,000 all in, that's definitely a deal. Because if it would have been 10,000 plus extra, they would at least paid 11,000. At least, if not more.
But that was what I initially requested for booking both of them.
Okay.
Then she proceeded to say, well, let me just book Queen.
Right.
So I went back to Queen. I've had conversations with Queen. Queen has never done a booking before. Queen doesn't know what it takes. She basically told me, if they don't book us together, I'm not doing the booking.
Okay. And would you have been okay with that? If you told her that Queen didn't want to get booked by herself, and they said, well,
forget everything.
Yeah.
Totally.
You would have been fine.
I would have been fine with it. Either they were booking just Clarence, or they were booking her and Clarence. There was no option for Queen by herself, and that was a decision that Queen made herself.
Exactly.
All I did is merely pass the information along. Okay. So at that point they said, that's too much, whatever, the club side, whatever. I don't really care what the club side is and all that. I just said, okay, cool, left it alone.
Okay, which means you turned it down.
Yes, communication ceased.
Okay.
Between Jessica and I.
Okay, so
if that's her name, I'm not sure what her name is.
So do you even know if she is a promoter? Is she a promoter?
I have no idea. She's just someone that emailed the booking email, and I was responding. I get thousands of these emails that I'm responding to, and that was just one in particular that I responded to.
It's distracting, bro. It's distracting.
So you denied it because obviously it was too much for them in the first place.
Well, let's say they denied it because I set my price, and they didn't meet my price.
And you were okay with that?
Completely.
Okay.
I do it all the time.
All right, exactly. So it's obvious that it was already too much in the first place, so they might not have been able to bring up $10,000. So how did it get to $8,500?
Okay. So at this point, there's 2 days pass by, and now I get a phone call from a male. His name is Gio, and he says he's a promoter, and that I've been talking to his girlfriend Jessica. Again, if that's her name.
Okay, so allegedly Jessica, so you've been talking to her. The girl who was in the live video.
Yes.
Recently, the Spicy B-Day.
Let's call her Jay. Let's
just go with Jay.
Yeah, let's go with
So
Jay.
it sounds like to me Jay is not a promoter because Jay is Gio's girlfriend. And Gio is the promoter who you went through with payment and all of that?
Well, here's the thing. From that point on, negotiations were had with Gio, no longer Jessica.
Okay.
And payment was handled by Jessica, not Gio. Make sense?
Sounds like a lot already. So, Gio is definitely the promoter you ended up speaking with after she denied the 10,000.
Right.
And then after speaking with him, she comes back up because
she only denied because he told her to. He knew the whole time that she was talking to them. The whole time. He was just telling them a right price. Like, that's the whole part. He denied because he said it was too much money and that she was not all that, whatever. But they all just like, it's not fitting right because they saying, well, then they wanted to book Clarence first for $2,000. Then that's when they wanted to book Queen with them for $12,000. So what you trying to say? How they get?
She's the one who's supposed to pay.
Correct. Well, I don't care who I get payment from.
Right.
To tell you the truth.
But she was speaking.
But it just so happens that all my communication with her after the email exchanges were only for payment purposes.
Okay.
She never, past that point, she never negotiated. I never heard from her. It was only like, hey, Jay's gonna send you money, and then she'll like text me or call me, did you get it? Because you know you have to give a deposit.
Right.
Okay, but let's get back to the negotiation, right?
All right.
So she declined the 10,000. I was clearly fine with that. We left it alone. 2 days later, 3 days later, whatever the time period was, I get a phone call from a gentleman named Gio, and he says, hey, you talked to my girlfriend, Jay, and I really would like to get Queen and Clarence down here.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. And he was like, you know, I'm a promoter, and I promote at a lot of clubs, and here Tampa and Orlando and this and that and all these different places. And I'm thinking to myself,
why should you look at her eyes? She like,
okay, so this might be a relationship that I might want to establish because I can get these guys some money. So then I was like, and because I'm not all about the money, I'm looking at the potential relationship that I can build with this guy.
So he could get booked in other cities.
Yes, I could get booked again.
In other cities in Florida.
Yeah, other cities, multiple bookings. I mean, this is a source of revenue for my clients.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? He was like, can we do anything? Can we come down any? So this is all verbal. I'm not speaking to Jessica no more, okay?
Okay.
She's out the picture. So I mean, we're going back and forth. Like, I want to say 2 or 3 days we went back and forth. But basically the gist of it was, I'll come down to 8,000.
Okay.
So we originally set for 8,000 for the 17th, and that's what we both agreed to. And I said I'd never go less than 10,000. But because I want to establish a relationship with you, you say you're a promoter for different clubs, let's do it at 8,000.
Right.
Okay. He said, great, thanks for working with me. He was like, don't worry, we're going to do well on this, and then I'm going to book you again, and all these different things. And I said, cool.
And he was fine with the price.
He was fine with the price at 8,000 for February 17th.
Okay, so with him paying that 8,000, he should have known. All in by the way.
8,000.
So he should have known that he would have been able to pull in the type of crowd that he needs to get his money back, which has nothing to do with you. I'm just explaining on the promoter's level.
Oh, Queen, so nice of you to join us. Thank you so much. I just sat here to listen to the wonderful tea.
All right. All right. So where we were at? Okay, so he
8,000 all in.
8,000.
what's she like? She from Dubai. Yo, I'm so weak. She like, let me see something to do.
All in. And once again, what I was explaining is, as a promoter, you have to make sure when you pay these entertainers that the goal is to make money. Point blank, period. The entertainer wants to make money, and you want to make money. You got to make sure you get your money back of what you spent out. So he should have known that
He could make more than that.
Exactly. He should definitely have been able to make more than that because he should have been able to get the demand. So the demand was
She stared at her man. She admired this nigga head.
$1,000, get a crowd, get your money back. Everybody goes home happy.
If you're really a promoter.
If, and only if, you are really a promoter.
So he wasn't a real promoter.
I mean, I don't know what DBS Entertainment is.
You know, honestly, I'm not gonna say that I don't think he's a promoter. I think he is a promoter. I just don't think that the girl is a promoter. I think the girl was the one who was initially supposed to spend the money, you know, and he was the one being the promoter.
But let me tell you something. If you're my girlfriend and I'm the promoter and you want to book them and they're telling me that it's 8,000 and I know for a fact that we cannot make that back, I'm not letting you do that.
I wouldn't have booked you at all.
Because this is what I do, so I know this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, alright. After that,
This is why her nails fall off now. She be picking at them. She stay picking at her nails. Like, that's all she do. She'll take her nail and try and lift it up. Like, I naturally do that too. That's why I don't get acrylics no more, because I'm always like, I first get it done and I'm just like picking it. I'm just looking at them and stuff like this. I'm doing like this. I do like this. And I'm like, oh snap, it hurt. And that's when I'm just like trying to dig in the crease of my nail, trying to see if I can pick it up, because it's a lot of release.
you guys come to an agreement, then what happened?
8,000 all in February 17th.
Yes.
Verbally, that's what we agreed on.
Okay.
So now, naturally, before I send out the contract,
Why like they trying to do like a class for her depression or something? Like they were like, so when did you start feeling this type of way? She was like, well, Queen started to feel this way when her man straight cheated on her.
the signature, I contact Queen and Clarence and I say, hey, we're locked in for 8,000 February 17th. Are you cool with that before I get the contract out? Queen says, no, that is my son's birthday.
Okay. She needs
Not my child's birthday.
Right, so
Right?
she need to be
So
there.
now I have to, so I'm like, oh shit,
Hold on, wait.
no, that is my son's birthday.
Okay. She needs
Not
to
my
be
child's birthday.
right, so
Right?
she need to be
She
there.
So
better
now
both of
I
that.
have to, so I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go back and I have to tell them, before I'm able to go back and tell them, Gio calls me again.
Okay.
The club is booked that day. They had something scheduled. Can we move it to February 14th? I said, are you talking about Valentine's Day? No, I'm talking about February 14th.
Valentine's Day.
I said, but that's Valentine's Day.
Right.
He was like, oh man, I didn't even realize that. So that was my first red
What day
flag.
did you think it
But I'm
was?
not stupid, okay?
Bad. Like as a promoter, you know the holiday.
This is what I'm saying. And but as a promoter, you also know that you pay more for holidays. Am I right?
That's a fact.
Okay. Because
It's supposed to be more people out. More people are supposed
more
to come
people out, but not only that, but the entertainer could be with his family
Anything.
or his loved one on Valentine's Day. And if he's gonna be away from his family, significant other,
You should
there's a
put an
premium to
apron
pay
in
for
my
that.
Alright.
Also,
Okay.
travel, hotel, ground transportation, all those things are more expensive on holidays than regular days.
Right.
Right? So then I said, okay, we can be, knowing the information that Queen gave me about her son's birthday being on Saturday, her not being able to do it.
She put her phone down. Every single time they talk about her son, she like, oh, pay attention. Son? What was that? The word son and Queen? Yeah, I'm listening. Yes, this one they go back to this, and she like, oh, and she's just like, oh, wait, son, huh? Wait, what? Put my phone down.
I'm like, okay, we could do Valentine's Day, but I need more money.
Right.
I can't do 8,000 all in. I need more. And he's like, well,
Told
you know, or whatever. I say, you know what? Let me, just because I wanted to, one, build a relationship.
Queen, fix your damn face, man. Oh my god. She like, you just seen a dick tattoo. She like, she seen a broken dick. Like, that shit was like this. It was like this. She was like, Clarence, what happened? She like, it's like this.
With a promoter who supposedly had all these different clubs. Two, the idea of Clarence and Queen doing a booking together
It's sexy.
is just
And
spicy
yeah.
as hell.
Right.
And I feel like people wanted to see that.
Right.
So for that, just looking from that lens, I was like, yo, let me try to make this happen. I said, let me call you back. I got on immediately on the internet. I looked at the price difference between what it would cost to book the flights on the 17th versus the 14th. I looked at the hotel differences and I came up with a number of $500.
Okay.
That I would remain at the same place and whatever the difference was because of the holiday, that he would have to cover it. So I called him back. I said $8,500, and I explained to him how I came up with the extra $500.
Okay.
I said the flights are more. The flights are slightly more. The hotel is slightly more. The ground transportation we would have to book is slightly more
Because this is a holiday.
because this is a holiday.
Exactly.
And he said no problem.
Okay, so he was willing to pay it. You explained to him why you're charging him more and all of that, and why you were charging him $8,000 from the jump anyway. So first of all, it went from $10,000 to $8,000 because you were cutting them a break because technically they didn't have everything that you needed to book them in the first place.
Yes.
So then you changed the date, changed it to the 14th, which became an inconvenience because that's definitely Valentine's Day. You would like more money instead of going above and beyond. You only went up $500 more to make sure that you had enough money for all of your expenses.
Correct.
Okay. So after he agreed to that and you guys were done, pretty much everything is settled, you sent him a contract, correct?
Correct.
So
Which I will provide.
So after he agreed to that and you guys were done, pretty much everything is settled, you sent him a contract.
Whatever's on her phone got her feeling some type of way that she thirsty. I do like this, she like.
Correct.
So
Which I will provide.
okay, definitely gonna throw the contract up on the screen, if not the whole contract, bits of it. Or are you?
No, yeah, I'll black out
Okay.
what I don't want people to see, but the gist of the contract will be in there.
All right, so we're definitely gonna throw the contract up on the screen, and
Okay, well, let me go back real
No,
quick.
yeah, I'll black out
Okay.
what I don't want people to see, but the gist of the contract will be in there.
all right, so we're definitely gonna throw the contract up on the screen.
I still ain't catch it good enough. But, also over here, it is manually agreed between the parties as follows. The purchase of date, February 15, 2000. February, event starts on the 14th, time 12:30 a.m. Venue Club Lit, address 369 North Orange Avenue, City State, Orlando, Florida. Length of appearance, approximate length 60 minutes. All sort of stuff, so y'all can just screenshot this because I'm not about to.
And pretty much so as the contract holder,
Because you saw it.
Yeah,
I showed you.
I definitely seen the contract myself, and you know, as a promoter, you can send your own contract because you.
And that's about it right there. You're probably wondering whose signature that is because it does say Queen. Clarence the Queen is actually the manager's signature.
Need to make sure you cover yourself. It's a lot of liabilities that you can have as a promoter just in case anything happens. So you need to make sure that you can cover yourself and the entertainer. So instead of the promoter sending off a contract, the entertainer sent their contract, which means you have to do anything in the entertainer's means. Okay? So you sent him the contract, he signed the contract.
Correct.
Okay, so if he signed the contract, then he definitely should have read over the whole contract before he signed it because everything in black and white is what matters. Nothing else matters. So anything with a conversation does not matter. If anybody wants to take it to court, it wouldn't matter because it's not in black and white. So after he signed the contract, I keep hearing about this meet and greet thing.
Well, before that, let me say this.
Okay.
I sent the contract. He signed it.
Yes.
The second red flag for me was
That
that
sounds so good.
it says that
Yeah.
within 3 days of the date of the contract listed above, that you are to make the deposit.
Show
So
it
I'm
again.
like, pretty much he didn't send the deposit right away. So I'm like,
Signed the contract and did not send the deposit.
right, because upon execution, you're supposed to. One would think if you have the money, you want to lock in this date, that you would send the deposit.
Right.
So
3
in
days
the
later.
contract, I have a clause in there that basically says that the date is listed on the contract because I put what date we're entering into the contract. Within a specific
There you
period of
go.
time, if the
Y'all go ahead, screenshots. Get your screenshots. Get your screenshots.
deposit is not received, then this contract is now null.
Oh wait, y'all see that right there? Hold on, wait a minute. Deposit and date due date $4,000 and $4,500 due immediately. Okay, balance due $4,000 due immediately upon arrival. USD, nigga.
Pretty much.
You send it your
Because
damn
I'm not
self.
I'm not gonna allow you for a month to go by the day before, and now you try to send a deposit and we're obligated.
What?
Right? I gotta book flights. I gotta book hotel. I gotta book ground transportation. So I need, and you know, those things go up as you get closer to the date. So I'm not trying to let you raise my expense. I budgeted everything out.
Right.
So I'm trying to book these things within a specific period of time.
Right.
So I think he ran all the way to, he wasn't picking up my phone calls when I was like, yo, this is gonna run out. Not because I'm thirsty for the money, because I don't really care, but I'm just making him aware, just in case he didn't read the contract, that if this is not received by X date, this contract is a dub.
Okay.
Okay? He didn't pick up the phone the first day. I think I had trouble. He was like, oh, I'm gonna call you back, I'm at work. Yeah, I'm at work, I'll call you back. Okay, he texted me that, he didn't pick up. But nonetheless, I get a phone call or a text message, I can't really remember, from Jessica. She popped back up. Because she's the one who's sending the money. But they sent the money in 3 different ways. I got some via Chase Quick Pay, some via Cash App, and was there another way? It might have been those 2. She sent Cash App twice. She was having issues with the Cash App. So,
Okay, because from my understanding, she took this out of her trust fund. And
She's
if
gonna
you're
be
taking
taxing
anything out
up
of your
the
trust
phone.
fund, you're not giving up. It's not going to be 3 payments. This is going to be a 1 payment thing. And most people don't even do the 3 payment thing. It's like, okay, have all my money, send it that way. I don't know too many people
so that was the
even
third.
receive that.
That was the third strike, third red flag, so to speak.
I just escort myself away from here real quick.
You received the payment in 4 different payments.
I don't know if it was, no, not 4. It might have been like 2 or 3.
Okay.
Like a Cash App and a PayPal. Like a mixture between 2, because she said she didn't have all the money in one place or something like that. I didn't care as long as I got the money, honestly. Okay. So I received $4,500 per the contract immediately upon execution of the contract, because the 500 half,
Yo.
it's not half.
What I truly believe is that all bookings that they do, like all the bookings they do, all the money that they make, whatever, what they need to do with that money is they need to make a joint account, and they need to add all that money up from all the bookings they ever had until they weren't friends, you know, to the point where they're just not friends anymore, and they should just split it, you know, so that she gets her half, he gets his half, but they still work up together instead of splitting money at the beginning, because they can always end up spending that money at the beginning.
Because you get, you know, as a promoter, you do half and then half upon arrival.
Right.
But the problem was is that 500 was the difference for travel. So I requested half the booking fee of 8 plus 100% of that extra surcharge of 500 for the additional expenses that I would have to pay because of the change date.
Right.
So we received $4,500.
Okay. And because it was all in, you needed the extra
I needed the money to book everything.
for sure.
Okay.
All right.
Shut
So,
up, bitch. Run
all
your
right. So after
gun.
they paid you, obviously it's time to promote. Did you guys put out anything?
Okay, so after they paid me, because we don't do no promotions until we get the deposit.
Right.
Because he was asking me, oh, can you start promoting it once he signed the contract? And I was like, absolutely not.
Promoters don't do that.
That's not how I roll.
Promoters
Why would
no,
I
it
do
doesn't
that?
happen.
4th red flag for me, right? Because if you're a promoter, I've booked things before. I've been a manager before. Like, I'm used to things where this was different. I was used to working with real promoters. This was different.
That's like asking somebody, like asking him, his boss asking him to come to work, but don't clock in. I need you to work real quick, and then after a couple hours, I'll have you clock in.
Yeah, after he asked, that's like me asking for the deposit without me signing the contract.
Yo,
That just doesn't make
this
sense.
video
that
like
makes sense.
mad long,
Okay, so he
bro.
sent me the deposit. I proceeded
It's
to book
getting tight.
flights, hotel, and the ground transportation. I was not scheduled to go. I was sending Clarence and Queen. They were gonna have Mod the God, Ariel showing up, and
Which is 2 extra.
correct, but they each paid their way.
Okay.
they wanted to be at the Spicy V Day.
Right.
I mean, there's a bit. That's
Wait a
Queen's
minute.
best friend. That's Clarence's best friend.
But what I'm not understanding here, how did Abby get here? If obviously, even the record dealer people, I mean, even the promoter, she said, she said they already had hair artists that were already there. They already had makeup artists that were already there. So why is Abby even in this? I truly believe that Nadula sent her, but then again, she didn't have to go. She wanted to promote that here in Queen's Head, and I guess Queen just allowed it just because she worked at Nadula. Like, bro.
Like, they wanted
Shit
to
like
be
the
there.
hairstylist
I
did.
mean, people who
No
wrote us are
drama
welcome to
would've
come.
happened.
They gotta pay for. They didn't have to pay for a room because it's like, yo, they're friends. They could come stay with us, ground transportation, jump in their car with us, but just pay your own flight.
Okay.
Ari and Madagod agreed, paid for their flight, and that's who was going. I wasn't scheduled to go.
Okay.
Everything was fine.
All right.
So now, the day I flew them out
Yo,
on
why
the
is that?
13th. Yep, so they were all there a whole day before, and that's because Clarence was like, you know, when I was booking the flights, send us down there a day early. We'd like to get some footage for you two out there. It'd be great for us to do that instead of just running in there on the 14th, do the event, and then leave the next day.
Right.
So I was like, cool. Plus, the tickets were cheaper the day
Yeah, I
before.
was about to
So,
say
like,
something about that.
they went in on the 13th. Cool. I'm over here doing what I do. They out there, talked to them, made sure they landed safely.
Oh,
They were at the mall, the last that I spoke to them.
shoulder.
And my brother called me that night. Or he texted me. He texted me. He's like, Lee, you have to come down here. And I'm
Why did he say that?
So then she proceeded to say, why don't you take the money from the door to pay her?
Right.
And he was like, nah, I don't want to do that. So what that told me was that you don't.
Mind you, when she means by brother, it is not Clarence. Don't think it's Clarence at all. No.
Have enough money at the door to cover the back
Yeah,
end.
more
But
than one
still,
brother.
you're not supposed to take the money from the door.
No, you
To
definitely
pay me, you should have the money separate.
Exactly.
Especially if Jessica said this was from her savings.
That's my thing.
She said she had the money in her savings. If you
Then why
had
is
the
it
money,
all broken
sweetheart,
up?
in your savings,
Shouldn't have been no problem.
it shouldn't have been a problem. No door, no nothing.
Nope.
You should have had the money.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now, Gio says, hold on.
Okay.
And he walks away. So now it's just me, George, everybody else is in the car, and the security.
Right.
And the security's like, man, you're kind of rough. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you real strict. And George, my brother, was like, yeah, what's the problem?
Facts.
Right? And he's like, nah. He was like, if y'all don't go upstairs, I'm telling you right now, I'm going home.
Yeah,
I'll lose my job because I'm definitely not trying to control that crowd.
he
up
must
there.
be black.
So it was a crowd.
Yeah, you could hear them. They was chanting Queen and Clarence the whole time.
Okay.
And when I went to look at the VIP route, I couldn't see nothing but cameras, lights, all of that.
Okay.
I mean, I wanted to go up there.
Right.
But I wasn't gonna let my clients go up there without their money.
Right.
So now
Right.
it's about 15, 20 minutes passed by. I'm like, yo, they got about 5 more minutes and we out.
Right.
Okay. All of a sudden,
This is a
Gio
long
walks from the back with
conversation,
Jess and like 3 other guys. So they come back and they're like, he's gonna send you the money, and then he's gonna send you that, and then she's gonna send.
And this is not cash.
No, not cash. So basically, his friend Chase Quick paid me $2,000. Jess, his girlfriend, she cashed at me $500, and then she cashed at me $500 again, and then she
Okay.
cash at me $500 again. So it was 3 different.
Wait, so that's not making no type of sense. They still $500 off. 200 and then 150. That's only 350. Is she dumb? Bro, something ain't right. Something ain't adding up.
Like, yeah, it was crazy. But as soon as I got all the notifications on my phone and I checked my PayPal account, my quick pay account, and it equated to $4,000, I didn't really care how they did it. I was trying to get my clients in there because they wanted to see their fans.
So once again, you get to the club.
Yep.
You go through all these issues of payment.
Yep.
You end up getting your payment though, and you still went on with the party.
Correct.
Okay. So I guess that's it, y'all, for this part. But let us see. Oh no! About to see part 2. So make sure you guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to Royalties World. Let's subscribe to me too. Thank you guys for 4K views and gang, and our gang is officially out because she is done with this skit, man. Oh no! Look, yeah, she's officially done with this skit.